Hey again, it's Clinton. I'm back with more Destiny PvP commentary and Destiny news. So this gameplay was recorded last week. The Iron Banner ended, and it was actually pretty tough going back to regular Crucible. The excitement of working towards those short-term rewards and stacking those reputation bonuses was gone. So it felt kind of dry playing the regular PvP, to be honest. Also, the skills I thought I had gained from the Iron Banner seemed to have disappeared. Wins were really hard to come by last week, and if my team did win, it usually wasn't because of my contributions. Really poor KDR and just overall performance. My fight IQ, my PvP IQ had dropped 20 points when I thought I had gained 20 points after the Iron Banner. So it was rough. In this match, we're back at my old stomping ground, the Shores of Time, and it's one of the few good matches I played. I'm using the Hawkmoon as my primary, with one of the rare Suros shotguns as my special, and Zombie Apocalypse is my heavy weapon. Now, I won't go too much on like a play-by-play commentary this time, since there's a lot of news from Bungie to cover. They released a new patch today. What I will say is that if you look at how I use my Hawkmoon, I still have a really bad habit of spamming the trigger when I run into an enemy. I'm not taking my time to place my shots with the Hawkmoon, and that is super important with this type of gun, with any hand cannon, really. You really gotta take that extra half second or so to line up a shot on the head. Now with the Hawkmoon, 2 headshots is all you need to down someone, and that is huge. Seeing as getting 1 headshot during an exchange is not too hard. If you can just get 2, the fight's over. With all those headshots, you're looking at, I think, typically 3 body shots, which is also pretty good, but sometimes that's enough time for someone who's got an auto rifle to spray you down and end your day. So you really got to beat them to the punch. So there are a couple instances in this match where I'm having a real shootout with people, and although I may come out on top in the end, what really should have happened was I could have just put them away within a few seconds with those headshots. So now that's out of the way, I want to move on to some bigger news, which is Bungie's latest Destiny updates announcement, I should say. Lots of balance changes, particularly to the exotic weapons. This is something that we've all been waiting for. So I'll just start sort of in order of how they list things out. One of the big changes that isn't necessarily related to exotic weapons is they're preparing for the Dark Below expansion. So they're actually trying to smooth out our upgrade path with the weapons and armor that we do have. So they're saying here, exotic armor and weapons no longer require Ascendant materials to upgrade. Now, the final upgrade node of all exotic gear will require an exotic shard. Exotic shards can be obtained by one of the following means: dismantling unwanted exotics, or you can purchase them from Zur for 7 strange coins. And they're saying exotics now start at a higher base attack value, but they have a more narrow upgrade range to compensate. So my initial thought is the Ascendant energy and shards that we do have in our stash right now, those are now hunks of coal with no function in the game. That's my initial feeling right now, because they have this new currency called the exotic shard. So yeah, I don't know, generally do not feel good about this change. At the same time, I also like that we only have to spend these exotic shards for the final upgrade of our exotic items now. So a little mix on this, but let's move on. They start listing out balance changes to various exotic weapons. So I'll kind of go through them as quickly as I can. You can of course check these changes out on Bungie's website. Let's start with Thorn. So Thorn, they now have projectiles briefly highlight targets on impact. They've improved the Mark of the Devourer upgrade, just the damage over time poison effect. But they've only increased its effectiveness against PvE targets. They've increased the reload speed and the magazine size, and the ammo inventory size has also been increased. Stability and weapon handling also increased. So that's Thorn. Bad Juju, the pulse rifle. Magazine size increased to 8 bursts, was previously 5. Ammo inventory size increased. The String of Curses upgrade now also decreases the cooldown of your super on a kill. And they've adjusted the effects to not block the first person reticle. Onto Hard Light, improvements to stability, and the Perfect Balance upgrade is now gone, replaced by Fitted Stock. So overall you can boost up the weapon stability quite a bit more now. Suros Regime, the ever famous auto rifle. The only change they made is they've lowered the total damage of the glass half full perk. Right, they've put it more in line with the glass half full perk on legendary auto rifles. So that's the only change the Suros Regime is seeing, which is, I like that. I like that. It's a good play. Monte Carlo, stability increase, range slightly decreased. Monte Carlo method upgrade now also has a chance to fully charge the melee ability on kill. Interesting. Mida multi-tool. This is the scout rifle that Zero was selling a couple weeks back. The Mida rounds now have increased knockback against targets in both PvE and PvP. The Hawkmoon, my personal favorite, as you may know. Ascendant upgrade, which was redundant, replaced by speed reload. I like this change a lot. Yes, Ascendant was redundant. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. I'm curious that they replaced Ascendant instead of Hammerforged, but I like the additional speed reload. It's going to actually give you some more interesting decisions to make. You can actually go into your Hawkmoon screen and actually pick out your perks and your loadout, so good for them on making this change to Hawkmoon. Red Death, rate of fire increased slightly, but burst damage reduced to compensate. And then Plan C, the fusion rifle, which was on sale with Zur last week. The weapon handling speed has been increased, and player speed increased while Plan C is in hand. So these are all very positive buffs to the Plan C. I haven't spent too much time with it myself, but wow, it actually seems like it didn't really need any changing, to be honest, this Plan C. What I've played with it so far, just with the very bare bones version, but hey, they're trying to push this fusion rifle, so we'll see how it goes. Another fusion rifle, Pocket Infinity, is getting a speed reload upgrade. It's getting the speed reload upgrade replaced, by extended clip. So this is going to allow the option to increase the magazine size to 5 bursts. Vex Mythoclast. The attack power is increased to 323, up from 300. The base damage increased, fixing the bug we introduced in previous patch. Okay. And then an enhanced battery upgrade by extended mag. This change still allows for a significant upgrade to magazine size, but less than before. Okay. Invective, the shotgun. Reload speed increased significantly. Auto fires slightly slower. Well, the reload speed increase, I love that. Right now, or prior to this patch, the Invective, reloading that thing was like watching paint dry on the wall. So I'm glad they fixed that. And the auto fire, to be honest, because the clip size was so low and the reload speed was so painful, I would never just hold down the fire button on that thing unless I was sure, unless I was like an inch away from the guy, right? I was sure I was going to hit him. So having a slightly slower auto fire doesn't really, I don't think, really changes the game too much on the Invective. Icebreaker, Ascendant upgrade replaced by Lightweight. And new effects for enemies killed by Icebreaker upgrade. Cool. Patience and time. Snapshot upgrade replaced by custom optics. So this provides a lower zoom option. Super good advice. Just a stability increase. And finally, Truth, the rocket launcher, is getting a magazine size increase to 3, up from 1. So there you have it. There are actually a bunch more changes that have to do with, say, the raid and stuff like that, and vendors. But we're running out of time here on this clip, and I just want to thank you for watching. And if you have any comments and thoughts on these changes, just leave them in the comment section. It'd be great to hear your thoughts on all this stuff. And yep, thanks very much for watching. I'll be actually doing some weapon reviews pretty soon and just switching things up a bit on the channel here. So I appreciate you all watching, and I'll catch you all next time. See you all later. Ciao.